Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Allen. This is caught. It's Hardy. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because...
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Hoffman. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hoffman. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. The Jets at 7 and 8 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. You look at this defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That good for 19 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Again, it's Cook. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Hoffman under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Jim Kelly is on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they will.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 40 yards.
First down, Bills.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Hoffman. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for it. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hoffman. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Hoffman. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Looking to throw. Hoffman. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, and certainly one they'd like to have back as it breaks down. So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Jones on the return. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, they come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Ready.
Back to throw. Hoffman. He finds his man. Complete. That's Brewer. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, Hoffman. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. first down. Here's the run with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Ready.
2nd and a couple. They run it again with Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Brewer. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side and has got a man. That's Brewer. Touchdown! A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets are back within a score. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here is 3rd down and 4. To the air, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown on their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Ready.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Looking to throw. Hoffman. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Hoffman. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now, these two teams met earlier in the year in Buffalo with the Bills winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-0. Now a 2nd and 10. Option play. Here's Cook. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. To throw, it's Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Come on.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Okay,
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hoffman. And this is going to be intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. It may sound cliche, but those are the types of yards he can get you. He's such a bruising back.
He is, and typically with that type of a back, if he has any type of stamina, it shows up later in the ball game. Because trust me, guys get tired of running up and trying to tackle that big fella. It wears on him, and then he gets stronger as the game goes on.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Second down and 4. Throwing now is Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute burner. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Allen going to throw. And he is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's go now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw. Hoffman. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Hoffman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Looking to throw. Hoffman. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Allen. It's complete to Cook. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Allen. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Offense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's good for 28 yards. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Allen to throw once more. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the 2nd half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the 2nd half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Hoffman. Throwing for the out route. He finds Wilson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Second and 10. The give now to Abanikanda. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hoffman. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's the Jets punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Muscles him off. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On play action, Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Allen.
This taken in by Kincaid.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Bills' 1st down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Cook up the gut. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Jets' 7-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On the handoff, Abanikanda. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Abanikanda once again. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hoffman. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Operating from the gun, Hoffman. He finds his man, complete. That's Brewer. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Abanikanda. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. And they'll go again with Abanikanda. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The end result, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Buffalo.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Allen running the option to the left. Down to about the 22 here. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready, set.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On the double.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hoffman. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st down, Hoffman. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Okay, ready.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Off play action. Hoffman. And a quick throw there is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here we go. Set.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Hoffman. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Got it. Ready?
From the 46, here's 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Hoffman. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's Abanikanda.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
On the ground, it's Abanikanda.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Hoffman. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 10 more there and another first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
At their own 25-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Bills, they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.
Ball.